Again, I'm recording this right before I have to go to school, but if you've been watching for a while, you know I make bad decisions, so hey, it's Dianel. Today, I wanted to do another story time, and I know last video I said I don't have many stories. I knew I shouldn't have decided to do this standing up, because now I'm just, like, moving freely. I'm sorry if that annoys you, but I feel like this is better for me, or for people watching, because I feel like it's more entertaining if the person is like, oh, like, and moving. I don't know. Anyways, I decided I wanted to do a story time. But, you know, last time I did a story time, which was 2 videos ago, I said I don't have an interesting life and nothing really happens to me. But, haha, these collections of stories are things that happened around me. I'm gonna be talking about stories that have happened in New York City transportation, more specifically the trains, because the New York City subway is a very strange place, and there's a lot of strange and crazy and angry people for no reason, and I just wanted to go through a bit of the stories that I remember, and probably will remember more. So if you want a part 2, please let me know, give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that, so you know, see more of me, right? Because I'm entertaining, hopefully. So the first one, this was recently. Actually, maybe a week ago. I was on a train with my friend, and then this guy, I think he's a performer, and he performs on a train, is talking and is saying, like, good afternoon. But there's a lot of people that have earbuds in, or people that are sleeping, and people that, like, are really not paying attention to their surroundings because they're in their own zone. And this guy says, good afternoon again. People are just doing their thing, like, I don't know, New York City is this place where everyone is, like, in their own little world. Like, no one really pays attention to what's going on around them. So no one's really answering him. And, like, it's New York. Like, it's, like, the norm. But he goes, oh my god, you're so disrespectful. This is what you're teaching your kids? What are you supposed to say when someone says good afternoon? No one answers. Again, people earbuds in, people sleeping. What are you supposed to say? You're teaching your kids not to be respectful? Don't get me wrong, a bunch of people said good afternoon. Like, he's expecting everyone, every single person, disregarding whatever they're doing, wake up from their sleep, take their earbuds off, and say good afternoon. No, people said good afternoon, that's it. Like, it's really not that serious. Am I crazy or something? This one is my favorite. This was on Halloween. I don't know why I had to say that. It's not like it is necessary in the story, but it was Halloween. And it was about 4, 5 p.m.-ish, I want to say. And, like, that's, like, this specific train is always packed at that time. So a lot of people can't get into the trains. And sometimes this is because people don't really want to move in to the train more. So they have their own space, but they don't want to give other people a chance to get in the train and, you know, not be late or something to somewhere. I don't know. It's like this whole ordeal, but this specific time, me and my friend got on the train, and then these 2 women got on the train with a 5-year-old kid. And then there's this really, really innocent, like, this really, really, really nice lady. I think she had grocery bags, and then she says, can some of you please move in? So the 2 ladies I was talking about with the child, they are there, like, in front of the door, and there's, like, space. The kid could easily move forward. They could make the kid move forward a little bit so this lady could go in. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that difficult. One of them just goes off on her. She's like, I ain't pushing my kid. I ain't pushing my kid for you. And then the lady's, like, feeling attacked because, as she should, like, what the fuck, like, why do you say something like that? It's really not that serious. Like, she's not asking you to push your kid. She's not, oh, push your kid so I can get in. She's just saying, can you please move in a bit? And she could have, the kid could have, everything would have been fine. But then the lady, again, the sweet, sweet lady said, there's no need to raise your voice. Don't scream at me. And then the other lady, not the mother of the child, but her friend, goes, who the f is yelling? No one's yelling. The lady, again, feels attacked because clearly you're yelling. Me and my friend are just like, oh my god. And we're just looking at each other and, like, laughing to ourselves because it's, like, so awkward. Like, you're making this whole big deal over nothing. You can literally just let the poor lady in. She just wants to go home. She just wants to put her groceries in her fridge and then go home and read a book and take a bubble bath. Just let her do her thing. Like, there's no reason to be yelling at her. Like, this lady was nice the whole time through. And then they were just, like, rude to her for no reason at all. This is very reminiscent of my last story time of the teacher that was rude for me for no reason at all. I'm gonna put a card here or a link in the description so you can check it out, because that made my blood boil, but this made my blood boil a bit too. Oh, this feels like it's happening for a long period of time. So, the two ladies, one of the two ladies, the friend of the mother, says, you know what, any normal, respectful person would say when, someone is, asking you a favor. She goes and says, yo, shut the f*** up, you cracker ass bitch. She called the lady a cracker, which is like kind of disrespectful and rude and uncalled for, right? It just blows my mind because this lady is being the nicest person in the world, and I know I've said this so many times, but it's right. Like, this lady has done nothing. Why do you say that to a person that's doing nothing to you? But anyways, I guess whatever. They were having a bad day probably. Doors close, train moves, and then everyone goes on with their lives because New York. So I'm gonna do one last one. This one is actually pertaining to me. And I was kind of in the wrong here, but I kind of also wasn't. I got to the train station where I get home to. And sometimes when I'm feeling extra lazy, I take a bus for about 3 or 4 stops. Well, this day, I decided to take the bus. So I wait at the bus stop, the bus comes, and then I'm tired. I'm just ready to go home. It was one of those very exhausting days at school. So without even thinking about it, I get into the bus, and I don't know if you know this, it's pretty common sense, but common sense in New York, you let the people off first. But I wasn't thinking, I was very tired. So I go in, I'm not even looking, I have my headphones in, and then this lady takes her little cane and pushes me off the bus. She's literally like, I need a cane, I need a fake cane. I'll take my shoe. So I'm right here. And then the lady's like, can I get off the bus first? Pushing me. Like, literally put it on my body, put her cane on my person, and pushed me out the bus because I didn't let her get off. It's not like I did it on purpose. Like, I don't like New York City. That was my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for videos when I post them. Make sure to hit the bell so you get notified when I post the videos because I don't really have a set schedule right now. Comment down below if you've had any weird encounters in public transportation or witnessed something weird. I have a bunch of others, so if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you want part 2. But until next time, I'm going to be late to school if I don't leave exactly right now at this moment, so goodbye.